Augmented reality. It is referred to a view in which different elements are added with the help of computer graphics and are spectated through see-through displays. Elements in augmented reality include sound, picture, video, text, and GPS information. These virtually produced elements are connected to the scene of reality, and therefore a combination of reality and artificial elements is formed. The gear used for augmented reality is usually divided into three groups: 1. Head-worn equipment, 2. Handheld equipment, and 3. Projective equipment. Head-worn technology or equipment can further be divided into two groups: optical displays and video displays. In the optical displays, the user sees the reality through see-through surfaces just like through eyeglasses, and then the virtual information is added into the scenery. In the video display, on the other hand, the reality is videoed with a head-worn camera, and this information is added to the virtual information before it is presented to the user through a display. Both techniques have their pros and cons. For example, the optical display method is better in presenting or providing picture of the real world. The optical display technique keeps the eye depth perspective unchanged, as the picture doesn't have to be manipulated in a similar way as in the case of video displays. Handheld equipment may be a laptop or smartphone equipped with a camera so that the reality is presented on the device's display, so the virtual effects are added into the scene. A good example of this is the famous smartphone game, Pokemon Go, in which users observed their surroundings with the camera of their phone, and non-real virtual Pokemons were added to the display to connect reality through the phone display with non-real Pokemon creatures. In MIT, a sixth sense system has been developed that utilizes a portable projector which can project virtual information on whatever surfaces, for example a newspaper. This is a very beneficial technology, for instance in medical operations, where surgeons may benefit from virtual pictures to perceive the situation and the patient better. The usage of projection can be exploited to almost any use and industry, and may have a great impact on things where absolute accuracy is necessary.
To understand how the augmented reality can improve the car industry marketing, we need to understand the car market. As car market is a competitive one, every company who produces a car needs to stay up to date and follow the trends of marketing like in all other industries with high level of competition. Moreover, they try to be first on new tech ways of promoting or making buying process more visual and interesting in the eyes of consumers. An important question is how it will not only change the car industry in general in terms of new applications and services, but how it will shape the future of marketing and promoting products of car manufacturers. Will it completely change the process of buying and selling a product or service? Or will it only be an extra technological procedure used seldomly by the most biggest manufacturers, a must or an advantage? Using augmented reality in car industry marketing can have lots of positive advantages. It helps to fully involve customers into buying process and at the same time not trust itself. This technology is already on the market, but it still does not show its full potential. So, in order to imagine the potential near future, let's step into customer shoes and examine three situations. Situation 1: you have seen a car in particular color down the street or in the commercial, or you just have been imagining the ideal car in your dreams. So now you need to go to different dealerships and find the right size of your car, right car color, etc. You spend a lot of time on that and you become very angry and unsatisfied. You're feeling like you are wasting so much time. In the future, you can stay at your home and personalize your car. You can add whatever you need from the beginning, choose the right color, and choose a dealership when it will be most convenient to get your ideal car. You save your time, you're not reduced in offers, and you do not depend on the assortment of dealerships in your hometown. Situation 2: have you seen TV commercials when the car you want to buy is driven down the mountains or under heavy rain? You are impressed, of course, but how can you prove it? Even if the dealership gives you a car for several hours or even for a day, you do not have enough time to experience all of that. So, how can you be certain about your car? In the future, there will be simulations in shops, so you can try a potential car in different conditions and do not go anywhere outside the shop. You can choose driving in heavy traffic to check how much petrol the car will be consuming, or to drive in the forest where there are no asphalt roads, etc. Whatever you want to check. Situation 3. When you buy a car, you need to fight the manager who starts to annoy by offering different upgrades for your car. You're not sure about these upgrades and you kinda feel it is an imposition. Again, you have some unpleasant experience, and if it is the after sale offers, it can be your last impression of the company, particularly of its service. By using augmented reality in the future, you can experience the influence of different upgrades on your car. You will be able to experience and save numerous of examples and then decide which number of options suits the most for you. It can be especially pleasant for people who are too shy or just like deciding what they need without any interruption or third opinions. As a conclusion, we can state out that augmented reality truly brings great features not only in the car industry in general, but in the car industry marketing as well. It will very likely completely change the buying process of a car. Place and time will not be an issue once people are able to inspect cars and their specialties.
Still, costs of this kind of utilization of augmented reality in the marketing process are unknown, and the big question remains to be that do the benefits actually top the total costs? And besides consumers, will manufacturers actually gain benefit of monetary value from this kind of a big investment in their marketing process?